Hi everyone, welcome back. What I have for you today is Morphe 2's new Maddie Ziegler Changement palette. Morphe has collaborated with Maddie Ziegler before, and this is the second time that they're collaborating with her. I thought the color story was pretty fun. I like these colors. Most of these colors are pretty nice for fall, other than these two up here, which are a little too bright, but the rest of them I thought were pretty nice for fall. I'm going to have a total of 3 looks for you. I have already created 2 looks from this palette, and 1 look I'm going to create with you right now. I'm also going to have swatches to show you. So far, pretty happy with the colors in this palette, but we are going to play around a little bit more and see how the formula is. This is a 16 pan palette, and it is priced at $18. And the inspiration for this palette comes from her personal evolution and creative expansion. It's supposed to be an ultra versatile 16 pan palette, which is packed with understated neutrals and unexpected layering shades that transform the appearance of every color. What does changement mean?
What?
Is that even a real word?
What?
Changement? The name of the palette definitely throws me off a little bit because I'm not even sure if changement is a real word. I keep wanting to say change management because that's a thing that... What is change management? The change orders? Change management.
People who manage change.
Exactly. Like that's a word, but changement.
What is change?
What is changement? Let's look this up. I don't even know if this is a real word. Changement. Changement. Change. Changement. Changement is a real word. Wow. No? The act of making something different. What? Okay. What is a... Oh, I remember. I think it comes from a French word. It's related to dancing. I remember reading about this. Changements. Maybe it's not even pronounced changement. They are springing steps in the 5th position, the dancer, changing feet in the air, and alighting in the 5th position with the opposite foot in front. Whatever that means, but you know, Maddie Ziegler is a dancer, and seems like the name of this palette is related to dance, which is pretty cool. So let's get started. I'm going to start with this shade and then layer this shade on top of that. So the shade that I'm using right now, the lighter shade, is basically the color of my skin, so it's not really gonna do much, but it's called Grown. Yeah, might as well not even bother, but I'm going to put it on anyways just to kind of feel it out. It is pretty powdery. Let me bring you guys closer. This is a nice shade. This is gonna be a pretty simple look. The weather is finally starting to change where it's colder in the morning and the evening and pretty warm in the middle of the day. So I don't even know what to do. I would really like to turn off the AC because my electricity bill is crazy. Like, I don't even know what's going on. We're the same people living in the same house, and the usage just skyrocketed like a year ago or a year and a half ago, and it's been insane. Like, I don't know if something is eating up the electricity. Like, I don't know what's going on, but every time I see the charge of the electricity bill in my bank account, my heart just drops. Let's see if we can build this up. They're definitely very powdery, at least this one is. This is the shade Calm. Even though they're powdery, they are super soft. Or at least this shade. I don't think every single shade on this palette is going to be same. All right, I think that creates a nice base. So now I'm going into my main shade that I want to use is this green one. Onto the lid. Now, I'm not sure how this one will blend because I'm just basically packing it on the lid. Next shade, which is this glitter shade called Becoming. This shade is really hard to work with. Looks like, you see that? It's not, I'm going to use a lot of setting spray. And I'm gonna try to lift it and pack it onto my lid because I do like the color in this shade and I think it will work really well with the green, the olive green shade. So I'm determined to make it work. Please work. Help me, God. Perfect color with this olive green shade, but I'm going to take this brown shade right here. I would only use this for cool tone looks. And I feel like this one is leaning toward warm tone, but I'm still gonna use it because I would really like an inner corner highlight. I know I can't talk. Ooh. Got some fallout. I was not careful. Boo-hoo. Okay, I'm going to finish up the other side, put some mascara, and I'll be right back. All right, so here is the final look after I cleaned it up with concealer. I put some mascara on. Okay, so on to the second look. I'm going to take the shade all over the crease. It is the shade Calm, and as you can see, it is a little bit hard to blend. And then take this shade Loyal all over the lid. Then I am taking this shade Storm, which is a shimmer shade. Not as vibrant as I like it to be, but it's okay. Then placing Loyal back again on the lid and also into the lower lash line and the outer corner, just to create a wing. Then finishing it up with some mascara. I do like how this look came out. I think it's beautiful. I love the colors in this palette. Let's just clean that up. Okay, for the third look, I am using this yellow shade and then putting the shade Downpour all over the lid. It is a very nice, dark, sort of navy blue shade. And again, I am a little concerned about how some of the shades are blending. Next, I'm taking this black shade and putting it into the outer corner of the eye and creating a little bit of a wing going upwards. Then taking the shade Hail into the inner part of the eye and kind of blending it into the rest of the eye look. I did take the olive green shade into the lower lash line and also right above the crease. And here I am using one of the liners from this collection as well. I love this blue liner. It is super pigmented and goes on very smoothly. So I think that adds a beautiful touch to this third look. Again, I am loving these colors. But some of the mattes were not super blendable and some of the shimmers also did not perform well. Here are the swatches. I really do like that first shimmer shade. The olive green and the navy blue. I am concerned about the formula, but I like the colors. I would say that 3 of the shimmers in the palette are good and 2 shimmers are not that great. My final thoughts on this palette would be that it's an okay palette. The colors are really beautiful. Some of the mattes were hard to blend and that shimmer shade really threw me off. Like this one was just a really bad shade. But there are a couple of shades that I haven't tried, so I cannot formulate a full opinion on this palette, but my first impressions, I would say it's not a bad palette. I do think these are beautiful colors in here, but at the same time, it's not necessarily the easiest formula to use. And so I would give it like an okay. Like if you are a fan of Maddie Ziegler and you want to get this palette, I think it's still a decent palette, especially for $18. That's a lot of shades that you're getting. But if you're not a fan, then, you know, I think you might want to wait to see what else is out there, either by Morphe or other brands. I do wish that they put in a little bit more effort on the packaging. Like, you can barely even read the word that's written on here. So seems like it might have been done in a little bit of a rush. Oh, it explains changement right here. Good note, how would you pronounce changement in French? How would you say that word? Like, how would you pronounce the G and the E? Like the changement. How do you pronounce G in French?
Je.
So changement? Changement? How would you, if this was a French word, changement, how would you say it in French?
Well, first of all, you wouldn't say mint.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm totally messing this up then. Well, it does say on the palette what it means, and it's a French ballet term meaning change that really captures the transformative energy and creative fluidity of my collection. Transformative energy and creative fluidity. Wow, those are some big words. I mean, I don't know if that's what this palette captures, but maybe you have to look beyond and a little bit harder to see those things in this palette. For an ordinary person like me, I mean, it's a good palette. It's a nice color story.
Mommy,
Yeah.
it's pronounced changement.
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 Changement. That's
Hold
too
on.
hard for me.
Hold on.
Changement. Changement.
No.
I am happy taking Spanish.
Changement.
Changement?
Changement.
Changement. Changement palette. So I am ending this video.
Don't try.
Changement. I am ending this video. I'm ending the video with a better pronunciation, which is still probably bad. But this was the Changement. Changement. Can you do that again? Just play the guy and I'll say palette after it. This was the
Changement.
palette.
Changement.
Stop! Stop talking! Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you, and if it was, make sure you hit that like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you. Bye!